Test. Alright. Hello? Is it good?
Up higher.
Hello, my name is Pearl Smith, and I'm from Newport Mesa Church. Now, why does God sometimes choose to heal and sometimes choose not to heal? When I was 4 years old, I was diagnosed with a genetic mutation known as cystic fibrosis, or CF for short. Basically, that means I have to do about an hour's worth of medical treatments every day. Now, growing up in the church with CF, I've had a lot of people praying for me. Surely God would listen to all those people and heal me, right? Well, I'm 17 now. Still have to do medical treatments. Still have CF. Still not healed. Why? Why doesn't God just heal everyone who gets sick? Well, God is perfect. He's got a perfect reason behind everything, including his choices with healing. Now, today, I'm going to be highlighting 3 reasons. 3 possible reasons why God might not heal his loved people right away. Number 1 is it might be a test. Job is described as a man that was blameless and upright, one who feared God and turned away from evil, Job 1:1b. Yet God gave Satan permission to take away all of Job's possessions, and later on, even Job's health. All the affliction that Job endured, including bad health, wasn't a result of some especially evil sin of his. Instead, it was Satan testing to see if he could get this blameless and upright man to curse God. Testing to see just what sort of man Job really was. It doesn't have to be just Job. If someone gets sick, it may be Satan testing them to see how firmly their faith is rooted in Christ. Number 2, it may be a ministry. Jesus was good friends with Mary and Martha and their brother Lazarus. Yet, when Jesus heard that Lazarus fell ill, he didn't rush in to save the day and heal Lazarus. As a matter of fact, he took so long coming that by the time he got there, Lazarus was dead. Yet, as the story plays out, we begin to see a reason behind this death. By the time Jesus made it to the tomb, there were a lot of other people there. They knew what had happened. They knew Lazarus was dead. Yet they watched as a definitely dead Lazarus was brought back to life, and they believed. John 11:45 says that many of the Jews, therefore, who had come with Mary and had seen what he did, believed in him. God was able to use the death of a beloved man to bring many others to believe in him. And he's still able to do that. Maybe he's paving the way for lots of other people to come to him by allowing sickness or disease into someone's life. Number 3, it may be a reminder. In 2 Corinthians 12, 7b through 9, Paul writes, "Therefore, in order to keep me from becoming conceited, I was given a thorn in my flesh, a messenger of Satan to torment me. 3 times I pleaded with the Lord to take it away from me, but he said to me, 'My grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness. Therefore, I will boast all the more gladly about my weaknesses, so that Christ's power may rest on me.'" Now, Paul had many reasons to boast. He was a Pharisee, he was a Roman citizen, he was an important guy, yet he had this thorn. Now, we don't quite know what the thorn corresponds to, but one idea is that he's using it to refer to poor eyesight or some other physical affliction. But whatever this thorn is, we know it's one that God wouldn't take away. This thorn served as a reminder to Paul that he wasn't perfect, he couldn't do everything on his own, and he needed God's help. A reminder that although he had reasons to boast in himself, his boasting truly belonged in God. God may allow someone to get sick or to have a thorn in order to draw that person closer to him instead of them trying to do everything by themselves. If we do draw closer to God and let him work through our sicknesses or diseases, he can do amazing things through us, for his power is made perfect in weakness. Any weakness, sickness or not, God can use in mighty ways, but first, we've got to submit to him and his plans for us. Maybe I have cystic fibrosis as a sort of test, to prove that someone with a lifelong sickness can be a Christian. Maybe I have CF as a sort of ministry, so that God can perform a miracle and through that bring many others to believe in him. Maybe I have CF as a reminder to myself that I should always rely on a trusting God. Maybe I have CF for different reasons. Why does God sometimes choose to heal and sometimes choose not to heal? I don't know, but I do know that he's got a perfect plan for you. He does love you, he hasn't forgot you, and there is a reason behind every sickness, every disease, and every